Coming up today on YOLO, Texas.
Who came up with this idea of having a winery in a castle? Nerves are kicking in. What should we know about eating a grasshopper? We're all thinking it. Is it anything like the scene from Ghost?
How do you work here every day and not eat every single piece of cake?
Join us on our trip across Texas.
Hi, I'm Erin.
I'm Malin. It's nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. Beautiful home
thank
here. Tell us a little bit more about the Airbnb.
It is a 2-bedroom, 2-bath, about 1,500 square feet, maybe a little more.
Well, this area right here is just breathtaking when you walk through the door.
I love it. From the light fixtures to the mantle that we found.
And there's a fireplace.
Make it a little more cozy.
Yes, it is extra cozy here. I love it. I love it.
My husband's an electrician, so I buy all the things and he makes them work. So this is a sitting nook. This was a bedroom.
Oh, okay.
It was walled off, and so it felt really small. So we decided to leave this open.
And then we have some friends along the way.
We have some friends along the way. I love mounts.
I mean, when in Texas, right?
Yes, when in Texas, you have to have some mounts.
And this door
And the
frame.
doors. I love old antique doors. They're
This is
absolutely
gorgeous.
fabulous.
And it
I
opens
love.
up
Into an awesome bathroom.
and this bath right here.
Oh, thank you. I love how it looks. Whether it does its purpose, I don't really care. I want it to be a soaking tub for people.
And then it leads into
A wonderful
another-
bed. Wonderful bedroom.
Wow, this is so cozy. Just putting my hands on the bed.
It's comfy.
It's nice and comfy.
It is comfy.
Did y'all see that? I
It's
just
comfy.
sunk right in. I can
Yes.
only imagine after a day of exploring.
It's got a good
Johnson
mattress.
City,
It's so you can stay in bed. You don't have to go to all the wineries. Or after you did go to all the wineries, you can come and crawl into bed.
Oh wow, look right there. And this is where I will be staying for the night. Y'all, this is so great. Okay, you gotta do it. Oh,
Some
thank
coffee.
you. Really, everything, the attention to detail from the coffee mugs to the rugs, you really just piece this place so well together.
I want people to be inspired to come, enjoy their stay, but also look around and be like, oh, that is just so cool. I wonder how she did that.
Yes, I love that this area is just walking distance to a lot of spots. We're about to hit up a winery as well.
I have not been, so I'll be honest, but I've met them and they're super awesome people.
Wonderful.
Really neat people.
And I love that we can call this home base for the weekend and just come back here, cozy up in one of those beds after I had
Exactly,
a lot
or
of
by
wine.
a fire, have some more wine after your stay.
Yeah, thank you
Appreciate
for
it.
housing us
Yes,
this weekend.
thank you.
Cheers.
Appreciate it.
When can I move in? So these are my favorite types of segments on YOLO Texas because it involves wine, but this time we're in Johnson City, and did I mention we're drinking in the castle? Y'all ready to drink some wine?
Oh, absolutely.
Talk about
we
some
are.
wine.
We are definitely ready.
Let's do something fun. So let's play like a little bit of a game. 1 glass of wine, 1 question.
That sounds amazing. This is our Illusion. This is from Valencia, Spain. The sparkling Sauvignon Blanc, a tickle of the bubble, and then also really light and bright, easy to drink.
Ooh, that is so refreshing. What am I getting hints of? Is that some fruit? Am I also
Definitely
tasting?
tropical fruit.
We have 1 glass of wine, so let's ask 1 question about the winery. The obvious question being, who came up with this idea of having a winery In a castle.
Castle. Well, we were talking about it for a good while, and we thought we've got to do something to spark people's imagination. We've got a castle out here in the hill country. We're going to treat you like a king and queen, so we hope that people will celebrate life with us. And if people don't behave, they go to the dungeon.
I love it. I love it. Okay, so let's go ahead and try out a second glass of wine here.
Cheers, ladies.
Cheers. Oh, cheers.
Yes.
All right, so what are we drinking here?
This is our Queen's Court. This is a Texas High Plain Roussan. The name of this wine is the Queen's Court, and I'm the queen. And the label is over 100 years old. It's a photograph of my grandfather. This is Ralph.
No way.
White, yes. And anecdotally, this was taken on Kingsway Boulevard.
So when choosing these wines, how do you select them? What goes into the research process that you wanted to bring it here to the Texas Hill Country for folks to try out?
If I import a wine, then I go visit and I literally will go dig in the vineyards to see the soil types, try to find out as much as I can about how they're growing their grapes, how they take care of their wines, so that I can bring the very best to our customers.
Yes.
So we want you to love it.
We have a good time. It's a people business. Just as much as a wine business, it's a people business.
Right.
And so we enjoy that aspect of it, and that's what we're here
Yes,
doing. So.
y'all bring that Texas hospitality to each customer. Y'all definitely bring it to me. So much so that I think we should enjoy another glass of wine.
Glass of wine. All right.
This particular bottle of wine just won double gold with this lovely label, and then it also won a silver for the Cab blend. So it's going to be nice and rich, dark fruit, but still one of the characteristics of all the wines at the castle is that there has to be some fruit left in the wine, because grapes are fruit. So I want to taste some fruit.
Confession session right here. Cheers.
Cheers.
Cheers. I love a good Cab, and you said it is the Cab?
Yes.
All right. That went down way too smooth. If we are new to the castle, what can we do when we're here? What can we explore? What can we experience?
The pizza, just like the wine, we met somebody from Italy, and their family goes back way back making these wood-fire pizza ovens. We got to have something original, authentic. We do make very good pizzas here. Not on a windy day, but other than that, go up to the very top of the rooftop.
Okay.
Sit out there and look over all of the hill country,
Oh my
having a
goodness.
nice pizza and a nice cab. So
I mean, you could sign me up for that anytime, any day. I will be glad to do that. I also hear there's some expansions that are under construction at the moment.
16-unit little boutique resort
Okay.
right down below us, complete with a pool and spa, an outdoor wine cabana bar.
And those views, guys? Great location. Let's do one more cheers. Cheers.
Cheers.
Cheers. Coming up, we're heading to Houston for a culinary experience that'll elevate your taste buds. Thank you so much for joining me today. It'll be nice to have a really nice dinner and good conversation and company. I'm so excited. Yeah, well, you're really gonna like this place because I've heard a lot of great things about Xochi. So let's go check it out. Let's go. Yay. Hi.
Hi, how are you?
Nice to
Nice
meet you. Nice to meet
Pleasure,
you.
Elyse. Nice to meet you. Please have a seat.
Thank you. This looks beautiful.
Thanks.
Yes, okay, so where do we start first?
Well, we can start off with queso de rancho. So we make our house-made queso fresco. We make it in-house.
Nice.
We make salsa albañil, which is green tomatillo sauce.
Okay.
Of course, we have some chicharrones. And then we have the wash mole that we top it off.
Okay.
And then we garnish it with traditional insects from Oaxaca, which we have roasted fly ants and grasshoppers.
Oh my goodness. Okay. Nerves are kicking in. What should we know about eating a grasshopper?
Grasshopper
Insects
is
in general.
crunchy and limey. So when they toast them, they put a little bit of salt and lime. So
Okay.
we'll try it and let me know what you think.
Sounds good. Okay. From Oaxaca.
From Oaxaca, that is correct.
Wow.
Like them?
Honestly, you can't really even tell that you're eating.
Not really. It's actually, I'm a native Oaxacan, so I grew
Really?
up eating grasshoppers and chicatanas. We call it chicatanas in Spanish, but something that as a child you grew up eating. So we get used to the flavors.
Really?
So yeah, that's kind of our first question is, what's the inspiration behind all these different cuisines?
Houston has a great variety of restaurants.
Right.
And we thought about opening a Oaxacan restaurant just because, we never seen a different type of restaurant. Sochi basically celebrates the culinary and indigenous richness of Oaxaca, which we serve different dishes from all over the region of the state. So next we'll move on to the mole tasting.
So I've had mole before, but I didn't know you could have different types of mole.
Yes, well, Oaxaca is known for moles, and they make, I would say, from different peppers. They probably make up to 12 different moles.
Wow.
Really?
At the restaurant, normally we have 8, but we can serve more depending on the season.
Probably the smoothest mole that I had. So, we've tried the tasting.
I see something else that we need to explore.
Yes, well, something else is this one is the tlayuda. It's an iconic dish from Oaxaca. You'll find it on every corner of the state. So they have like a tlayuda stand.
So you eat it like a pizza?
Yes, you can fold it in half and eat it, or you can slice it.
You tell us how to do it.
You're the professional here. I'm gonna break it.
So the way we do is sometimes we do it like this,
Literally fold it
and
in
then we
half.
cut it in slices.
Okay,
Gotcha.
gotcha.
All right, well, please.
There you go.
Try it.
Okay. That is delicious. Okay, and you gotta wash it down with something. And we have these beautiful, mysterious drinks just staring at us.
Yes, so we do have a couple of cocktails.
Okay.
That one is called Origen. What it is it's a little bit of mezcal, gin, prickly pear, and a little bit of lime juice.
Okay, so mezcal.
Yes.
What would you say is the biggest difference between mezcal and tequila?
It is 2 different styles, 2 different agaves. To make the mezcal is basically it's an underground cooked process, and tequila is basically they only use one particular agave called blue agave.
Okay.
For mezcal, you can use up to 50 different agave species.
Man, well, this was quite the experience. I loved it. Thank you so much.
Well, we haven't finished. We have a little extra for you guys. So
Okay.
let me treat you with desserts.
Yay!
I'll be right back.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Hi.
Oh, wow. Are we eating elote?
That is correct. So here we have a couple of classic desserts that we have at the restaurant. This is called helado de elote. So we make corn custard ice cream served with corn cookie. On this side, we have it's called the cacao, which is a chocolate pot that is filled with different textures of chocolate.
Wow, that looks like heaven.
Oh my goodness. Well, thank you so
I'll
much.
let you try. Thank you for coming over, and I'll let you guys enjoy desserts.
Thank you so
Thank you.
much. This is amazing. Well, both so good.
10 out of 10.
I love it.
For sure.
Well, that was an excellent meal. Val,
Cheers to that.
thank you. Sweet. Love it.
Coming up next, Erin creates her own piece of art.
It all starts with a design and a sketch. I'm just centering the clay, and that means I'm pushing it to the very middle. So this is coning. We cone up, and we stretch the clay into the middle of the wheel. So coning back down, in the pottery world they call it the tuna can. So now it is perfectly centered. Now the next step is to open up my center. So I'm gonna use my index finger. There's no mistakes, just a lot of gravy bowls made in beginner pottery classes. All right, so now I'm compressing the base, so that you don't get any cracks in there. So now I'm lifting the walls. So I'm taking that extra clay that's at the base and I'm stretching it out. I started off teaching art. My degree is in art from UTSA, and I never got to take ceramics when I was in college. Unfortunately, in 2013, my mom was diagnosed with brain cancer, and she was also an art teacher. And after she passed, I kind of decided, like, I don't want to leave anything that I ever wanted to do left undone.
Yeah.
And so I signed up for a beginner wheel throwing class in ceramics, and after that very first time sitting down at the wheel, I completely knew that it was what I wanted to do. And so I kept teaching art and sharing my newfound love for ceramics with my students until at the end of my 12th year, I resigned and decided to take Elyse Cano Ceramics full time.
What is the process like?
So it all starts with the design, and then from there I make it on the pottery wheel or I hand build it. It goes into the kiln. They get fired to anywhere between 2,000 and 2,200 degrees Fahrenheit. Then I glaze them and fire them again, and then I'm ready to share them out with the world.
So I have to ask the question because we're all thinking it. Is it anything like the scene from Ghost?
That is probably my most asked question.
I know, I had to do it. I had to do it, yes.
So, sort of, except my husband's not allowed in my studio.
And the music's not playing constantly.
Yeah, no, I don't keep that song on loop.
I had to throw that out there. So for folks that are new to your products, what else can we find from you?
So I'm really inspired by traveling, and so I try to bring that back into my work. About a year ago, I developed my coil handle, which is really different from anyone else's, and I really wanted to make something totally different than other potters and make it really unique and special.
We've seen you go through the motions. Now I would like to try my hand, if you wouldn't mind.
So I'm gonna go ahead and center it up for you. That way, that gets probably the hardest part out of the way. All right, so the first thing we're gonna do is turn on your pedal. Next, you always wanna have your hands wet. Now what we're gonna do is you're gonna push down in the center, pull towards your body.
Okay.
And pull straight and flat. Okay, you're good.
I am?
Yeah.
It's moving.
No. It happens.
Okay.
Okay.
Can you salvage this?
I could.
Oh, goodness.
Because every move that you make affects what the clay is doing.
That was, honestly, it was a lot harder than I was expecting it to be. It really opened up my mind to something completely different.
And that's my favorite part about making ceramics, is that it is a piece of art that you get to use.
From ceramics to cake, we'll see you in Dallas after the break.
There's nail bars, there's dry bars, and there's bar bars. But there's only one cake bar, and it's one of the sweetest places you'll find here in Dallas. Tracy, we've been to bakeries, we've been to bars, but we've never been to a cake bar. What first inspired this unique idea?
Well, I realized that people would enjoy a slice of cake on a Monday or Tuesday or Wednesday, and they'd buy a whole cake on the weekend. So it came the idea of selling by slices.
How many flavors do you have here at Cake Bar?
Right now we have 16.
Oh, wow.
There's 16 different flavors.
Which one is your favorite?
My favorite is red velvet.
Ooh, red velvet, okay. I also noticed you have a cake vending machine out in front.
Yes.
How much of a game changer has that been for people that just want to grab a slice on the go?
That has been one of our biggest surprises. Now, we don't fill it when the store is open because we want people to have the full experience of coming in the bakery. But we try to fill it at night, so if you have this craving at 1 o'clock or 2 o'clock in the morning, you can get cake. But now it normally sells out, so you have to get here early, but it has been such a hit.
Well, I'm so excited to try some of your delicious cakes here.
Well, before we do that, I'm gonna put you to work first.
Oh, okay, let's do it. I'll earn my cake and eat it too.
Okay.
Tracy, I got my gloves on. I'm ready to earn my cake.
Okay, so what I'm gonna show you is how we slice our cakes.
Okay.
So you find your score line and you cut down and you cut again, and that's your first slice.
You made that look pretty easy.
Now you have to get 9 more perfect slices.
Okay, you set the tone here.
Go straight down.
Straight down. I noticed you used your other hand
Yes.
just like this.
Go straight down.
Okay.
Yes,
And then here we go.
You gotta use your hand to pick it up. Okay. That looks good, but it's upside down.
Oh! How did I get it upside down? What did I do? I tried to do just, oh, I see. I was supposed to go over here. Let's pretend that one was a practice.
Yeah, you're okay.
Straight down. 2 hands.
Right. Okay.
Hey, good. Finally.
That's the slice.
Only took me a couple tries.
Yeah, now you come to Cake Bar, you only have to slice 1,000 a day.
Right,
Okay.
right. Work your way up from 1 to 2 to 1,000. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
So now you can sample.
Ooh, those look delicious. Okay. I have to get a big bite, right?
Yeah, it's fresh strawberries in the middle.
Fresh strawberries in the middle. Wow, I can taste the fresh strawberries. Those are so good. I can see why that's one of the most popular cakes. So good. Okay, here we go. I love a good chocolate cake, so I have high expectations, Tracy. Not gonna lie. Wow, that is amazing. How do you work here every day and not just eat every single piece of cake? Because that's what I would do. Okay guys, got my slice to go. I'm ready to eat some cake. Be sure to check us out on our website and social media for where YOLO Texas is headed to next.